We all have the ability to heal ourselves, but most of us have never been taught how to do it. I've spent decades on my healing journey as both a healer and someone who has needed healing. And what I've come to know deeply and without question is this: the most powerful healer you will ever encounter lives inside of you. But that doesn't mean we do it all alone. I take a balanced, holistic approach to healing, one that honors both ancient wisdom and modern medicine. My first choice is always natural healing, but I deeply respect what Western medicine brings to the table. Lab work, medical tests, a thorough physical exam, these help to understand the full picture. And as a healer, having that complete picture matters. I was reminded of this recently in a very personal way. I had not had a full physical in several years. A few weeks before my lab work, I started feeling extremely tired, achy arms and legs, and nausea in the late afternoons. Something was off, and I knew it. When my results came back, my doctor told me I had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and that my kidneys were not functioning well. I was surprised. I had experienced elevated liver enzymes about 25 years ago, a time when I was very ill and the only test remaining was a liver biopsy. But by the time I went back to schedule it, all my liver enzymes had completely normalized. I had focused on my healing, and it worked. This time, I faithfully followed the doctor's protocols. After a few weeks, I added my intuitive healing work. Within a few days, I had a strong feeling the fatty liver was gone. At the 30-day retest, my liver was completely back to normal. But then we found something new. A severe, non-symptomatic UTI, something I had no idea was there. And here's the part that still gives me chills. I had insisted on adding a urine analysis to my lab work, even though the doctor had not ordered it. My intuition told me to ask for it. If I hadn't listened, that infection could have quietly spread to my kidneys. One of the best things you can do as a healer or as someone on a healing journey is follow your intuition. Don't be afraid to speak up. You are a partner in your own healing, not a passive recipient. This brings me to something I want to share with you because I believe it can change the way you approach your own healing and well-being. All healing is enriched when you understand and apply self-healing techniques. The idea that you simply show up for a healer to fix you, that's outdated. Lasting change requires your active participation. If your healer gives you homework, do it. If your doctor gives you a protocol, commit to it. Research tells us it takes 21 days of consistent inner work to begin changing a habit. 21 days, that's not very long. When you think about what's at stake, here's the framework I use for myself and with my clients. First, observe. Every day, check in with yourself, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Does anything feel off? And then identify. If something is out of balance, explore why. Has something new entered your life? A stressor, a person, a change in routine? And then determine what actions will you take. Diet changes, rest more, a healing session, a visit to your doctor. Commit to a plan. Give it everything you have. Write affirmations. Post them where you'll easily see them. Follow through. And have faith. Hold the vision of yourself, healthy, strong, vibrant, living with passion and purpose. Your belief in your healing is part of the medicine. As a seer, I can tell you that the world is going to continue shifting, and things may get more intense before they get better. If you have been putting off your healing, now is the time. I have had extraordinary lessons, physical challenges that tested my mind, body, and spirit in ways I did not expect. And yet, through all of it, I healed. Every single thing that came at me, I met it with my intention, trust, and with the tools I've spent a lifetime gathering. You can do the same. Your healing matters, not just for you, but for the people around you and for the world that so deeply needs your light right now. If you need support, I'm here. Intuitive shamanic energy healing, mediumship sessions, and life coaching. In person in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, or remotely, wherever you are in the world. Begin where you are. Trust what you feel. And know that your body and your spirit and the universe are all working together for your healing. Peace and blessings.